Marriage can get messy, but with God, we stay steady.
This is Staying Afloat with BJ and Camille. Welcome back.
This is episode
8.
8. Yes, love. This is episode 8. And today's topic is kind of interesting kasi to be honest, love, this was also something that was asked of us. 'Di ba? Tinanong tayo tungkol sa topic nito and you were like, ooh, this is a good idea to talk about. 'Di ba, love? This is a good topic. So our topic today is, am I really ready for marriage? 'Di ba? Para to sa mga taong nag-iisip-isip na kung ready na ba silang magpakasal. Is there such a thing? Because you know why, love? Lately, I noticed sa mga younger generation,
Okay.
takot na silang magpakasal.
Yes, I heard, my
Diba?
love.
Takot na sila, parang ayaw na nila ng long-term commitment.
I heard about the word dink.
Dink.
Oh, ang sabihin ng dink.
Double income, no kids.
Oh.
Diba? Na as early as now, single pa lang ako, gusto ko, ito na ang magiging kapalaran ko pag nag-asawa ko. Both of us will be working, tapos hindi na tayo mag-aanak. Ooh. Very different from our belief, no? Back in the day.
Yun sila eh. That's
Yes.
their generation. And so ano yung topic natin about sa title?
Our title is, Am I Ready for Marriage?
Wow.
Diba? Kasi parang ako, love, I would want to believe that even the younger ones, gusto rin nilang gawin to. It's just that because of the many things surrounding them, probably their situation, probably their family, yung dahil nakikita mo na kung ano yung mga struggles ng pamilya mo, ng magulang mo, parang ikaw nawalan ka na ng desire na, kung ganito rin lang ang pupuntahan ng pag-aasawa, wag na lang. No, love. But for me, marriage is a beautiful thing. That's one thing that I'm gonna have to say about it because you will constantly be able to enjoy the company of the person that you love. You'll get the opportunity to grow old together, to share wonderful memories together. Parang yun for me, love, are the reasons why I enjoy marriage. Ikaw?
So, well, to be honest with you, love, yung title natin, Are You Ready for Marriage? That's a good question.
Natanong mo ba yun sa sarili mo bago ka...
Ito nga tinatanong ko nga ngayon eh. Kaya nga ako nag-iisip eh.
8 years into the marriage, ngayon pa lang kami.
Pero you know what, to be honest with you, hindi ko rin alam eh. All I knew, mahal kita. Ito yung mga nasa isip ko mahal kita at gusto kitang makasama habang buhay and I wanna marry you. Yun lang yung alam ko. All we know is, hey, I wanna spend the rest of my life with you.
Ayaw na natin maghiwalay.
Yun, di ba? Yung you are truly madly in love with each other.
Yes, no planning, nothing. No, we had plans. I remember, love, we had plans. Somehow. Pero
nung nakita kita, gusto na kitang pakasalan dun eh.
love yun.
Totoo nga.
Kainis. Actually, totoo yun. Backstory, love. Nasa Vegas kasi kami nung nagkita kami. Alam mo, nagkabiruan kami na magpapakasal kami. Alam mo, kung hindi kong inano niya ako, malamang nag-call ako nun. But, alam mo, pinag-usapan nga namin yun. Kung ginawa man namin yun, baka hindi rin naging okay na, love.
It's not yet the right time for us.
Yeah. But, going back, same love. You know, when you propose to me, I'm just, what? It's happening? I'm really spending forever with you? Pero yung mga plano, may mga pag-uusap ba, paano ba, parang hindi naman talaga natin masyado na pag-usapan. Sabi nga nila dito, diba? Am I truly ready for marriage or just in love with the idea of it? I fall on the latter. I was in love with the idea of marriage.
Same.
Na-excite ako dun sa, wow, especially coming from my background, love, being a widow and being a single mom, parang hindi ko inisip na posible pa pala sa akin yun, yung mag-asawa ulit. So parang it really got me very excited that this was available to me. Yon. So, first, pag-usapan natin, love, ano ba talaga ang marriage? For those who are really thinking of wanting to get married, ano ba talaga ang marriage? You know, for us, marriage is being ready, and hindi lang siya yung dahil, uy, nagkakaedad ka na. Minsan kasi din, yung family members natin, especially the older ones, they tend to pressure you na, uy, the clock is ticking, girl. Nagkakaedad ka na, baka hindi ka na magkaanak niyan, kailangan mo nang mag-asawa.
Imagine that pressure, no?
'Di ba? So, sometimes ikaw, kapag dahil sa pressure na yun, minsan yung mga parents mo, uy, kailan ba ako magkakaapo? Ang tanda-tanda ko na, wala pa rin akong apo. So, ikaw ngayon, you want to give them what they want. Pero, napag-isipan mo ba talaga kung ready ka na? So, for us, marriage is a commitment. It's not something that we do because it's time.
Right.
'Di ba? It's really a lifelong commitment. It's a destination. Ibig sabihin nun, kailangan hanggang sa dulo tayo pa rin.
Mhm.
Uy, 'di ba may kantang
It's a
ganun?
lifelong commitment.
It is a lifelong commitment. Hindi siya yung you're gonna do it because you feel that it's time and then if it doesn't work, may way out naman.
Ako naman, my perspective on this is that, 'di ba, we marry, ito yung mga naririnig ko eh, pag napangasawa kita, ako na ang pinakamasayang tao sa mundong ito
Mhm.
at magiging wala na akong problema.
Yes.
At ikaw ang makakapagpasaya sa akin. You will fulfill me. We will complete me. Ito yung mga naririnig ko lang.
Yan.
And,
Nako.
and you know, hearing that and experiencing it,
Mm-mm.
first of all, walang perfect na marriage.
Yes.
Walang perfect na husband. Walang
Yes.
perfect na wife. That's why you have to commit every single day. It's a daily commitment that you will commit
Yes.
to love your spouse unconditionally, regardless of their flaws, regardless of their mistakes, regardless yung mga pagkukulang nila sa'yo.
Mm-mm.
You will love them unconditionally. So going back to the question, love, if you are ready for marriage, make sure that you are ready to give.
Yun.
Kasi ang feeling kasi natin, what am I getting into
This marriage.
in this marriage? What am I getting in you? Mapapasaya mo ba ako? Will you fulfill all my dreams? You expect, pero once you are in a marriage at yung reality ng marriage, pag nakita mo talaga, it's not about that. It's about giving. So my answer for this is, when are you ready for marriage? When you are ready to give.
Yes.
Unconditional, without expecting something in return.
Yes. You know, love, I want to put this in the context of where we are now in our marriage, no? Na parang dati, sa pagkakaunawa ko sa marriage, you know, getting into this marriage, I told you that, love, you know, there are certain things that I want to continue to do as we get married. 'Di ba? Na parang feeling ko, o basta pag nag-asawa tayo, ha, itong parte na to. Example, for me, my career, don't touch this. Akin to. I really want to continue doing this. So, kapag nag-asawa tayo, kailangan i-allow mo ko na gawin ko to. Parang ganyan. But you know, now that in this marriage, I realize that it's no longer about myself, my career growth. It's more of about what is the commitment that I entered into when I married you. And that became you, my husband, is the first and you know, syempre God first, and then, but in this world, ang unang priority ko pala ay ikaw. Pangalawa ay ang mga anak ko. Now, if my career gets in the way of you and my children, then that means kailangan kong iisang tabi muna yun. It's not something that I bring into this marriage and I just expect you to understand na, napag-usapan natin to, na anumat anumang mangyari, itong career ko, untouchable to. Yun yung, I think, how you want to say giving. Na parang when you give, it means you also adjust. 'Di ba? Last episode, we talked about humility, and somehow being prepared for marriage is asking yourself, what am I willing to give up for this person? Ano ba yung mga bagay na kaya kong iisang tabi para sa kanya? So first and foremost, before you decide to get married, you should know ano ba yung mga priorities ninyong mag-asawa. Kaya ko na bang i-prioritize si VJ above my career, above myself, above my own ambitions? Kaya ko na bang iisang tabi yun para sa kanya? That's, I think, a good assessment question before you dive into realizing if you're ready to get married. Yun. What else? For me, love, kasi kapag when you
Makikinig lang ako sa'yo dito. Ang ganda ng mga sinasabi mo.
When you enter into marriage, love, 'di ba? It's inevitable that you will also undergo conflict, 'di ba?
Totoo naman yun. Conflict is inevitable. Hindi natin to may iwasan. It will always, it will always be there in our lives.
Yes.
And kailangan tayo, we know how to handle those conflicts in the right way.
And there are a few key questions here na ang ganda, love, eh. First is, can I handle conflict with maturity and grace? 'Di ba? Kaya mo na bang gawin yun na, nagka-conflict kami nito. Pag-usapan natin, ayusin natin. Hindi yung conflict, kung anong sinabi ko, yun yung masusunod. Two different things. Second is, do I know how to communicate honestly and openly? being married means you lay down all your cards.
Right.
Lahat ng mga kasalanan mo, lahat ng ginawa mo in the past, lahat ng mga ginagawa mo pa rin as before you enter the marriage, are you willing to lay it all down on the table and tell your soon-to-be partner na, this is me.
No secrets.
No secrets.
Kahit yung past.
I think that needs to be shared. For me, like, are you willing to put it all out in the table? Because you have to understand, love, that getting married is being one with this person, eh. So, dapat yon transparency is key, diba?
One time lang mangyayari to, eh. So, lay down all the cards and no secrets. Kailangan alam nyo ang bawat isa sa inyo. Tama ba?
Yes.
Okay.
And lastly, this is such a good point. Can you forgive and can you apologize?
Patay tayo dyan.
Diba? Kasi when you're in a marriage, it's a never-ending cycle of forgiving, of understanding, of patience. Na yun pala yun. Hindi pala pwedeng, nakakatatlo ka na, ika-apat mo, hindi na yan pwede.
Hindi pwede magbilangan.
Hindi love.
Okay.
So, yun, parang these are the things that you need to consider really before you enter into a marriage. Now, let's talk about, love, the practical things naman in a marriage. Kasi syempre, kailangan yung values nyo iisa. I mean, you need to talk about these things.
Okay.
Na hindi natin masyadong alam back then. Parang,
discuss.
Oo.
Number 1 is finances. So, ibig sabihin dito, are you financially responsible? Hindi naman sinasabi dito na sobrang yaman ka, no? Ang sinasabi lang dito, are you responsible enough to handle those finances with your spouse?
Yes.
Are you wise enough to make decisions about finances? Kasi hindi lang ikaw yan, eh. Kasama mo na yung wife mo, eh. Dalawa na kayo dito, eh, di ba? Mabuti nga kung dalawa lang kayo, what more kung you have children. So, first thing first is you have to be responsible when handling finances. Hindi pwede dito yung may pera ako, may pera ka. That's why you are one in marriage. Pag sinabi mong marriage, iisa na kayo sa lahat ng bagay. Pera, decision-making, planning.
There should be unity in marriage. Hindi pwedeng
ako lang or hindi pwedeng ikaw lang. It has to be one. So, finances is very important na. And one of the things na pinag-aawayan ng mga mag-aasawa.
That's true.
Finances. Sumunod dito, children, di ba? So,
yun, kailangan mapag-agrihan yun, love.
Yes.
Diba? Who is going to be the primary provider?
Yes.
Diba? Who will be the one to do the budgeting? And VJ and I, medyo matagal-tagal din bago namin natutunang gawin yung mga bagay na yan. Tinatakasan ko yung budgeting. But, eventually I realized we really have to do it. We have to be transparent. So, talk about those things. Future plans, ano bang mga businesses yung pwede nyong buksan together.
Or yung mga life goals man lang, not naman businesses. Kumbaga parang, you need to know kung yung values nyo are aligned with each other before you dive into that. Kasi baka mamaya itong values ito, iba doon sa values mo, and mahirap kasi yun, eh. So you need to lay down the cards. Are your values aligned? Na yung life goals nyo ba aligned? Yung dreams nyo ba are aligned together?
Like an example of that, love, is that, example ako, naniniwala ako na pagkasal ay kasal. Wala dapat hiwalayan yan. Pero kung kunwari, ikaw ang belief mo, ay ako hindi. Ako naman, I believe in the concept of divorce. Na kapag, you only live once. Kapag hindi na obra, dapat hiwalay na. So kung doon pa lang hindi na kayo aligned, maybe you should reconsider. 'Di ba? Because dapat yung mga importanteng detalye na yun, nagkakasundo kayong dalawa.
Right.
Third is setting boundaries. I think this is really very important, love.
When you say setting boundaries, anong ibig sabihin mo doon?
Ibig sabihin ng love, ano yung mga non-negotiables natin in this marriage? What are the things that we should be actively doing, proactively doing in order to protect this marriage? And I think we have mentioned this in our past episode, love. You mentioned this na for us, we have this rule na we also learned from our church that neither of us can ride in somebody's car who is of the opposite sex. Hindi ako pwedeng makisabay sa ibang lalaki nang kaming dalawa lang, and siya din, ganun din with another woman. Why? Because some people might think, napaka-OA naman itong dalawang to, makikisabay lang, bawal, diba?
Right.
But those are our boundaries. Because first, we learned na, oo nga naman, paano kung lumabas ka, maganda yung intention mo, nakisabay, may ibang nakakita sa'yo na may ibang babaeng bumabasa sa sasakyan mo.
Patay.
Patay. Diba? And the same, it doesn't look good. If you are truly protecting your spouse, kung ako iniingatan ko talaga ang asawa ko, hindi ko siguro gugustuhin makita ako sa labas na may kasama o bumababa sa kotse ng ibang lalaki. Regardless whether kaibigan ko pa yun or matalik na kaibigan ko pa yan. So, those are our boundaries. What else? We're very open with our cell phones. We don't keep secrets. Well, we don't check each other's phones because we don't feel the need to, but it's just there.
I check your photos if I need to get photos.
And same, because he
I
has
get that.
more photos of me. So, ganun lang, but we don't really check. I don't check his phone to see if he's cheating on me. No. So, that's for us. And, it's different per couple. Kaya dapat na pag-uusapan niyo yun. Transparency in our finances. Na parang wala naman akong tinatago sa kanya ng mga purchases ko, especially if it's a big purchase or something na mahahalata niya siguro. We need to talk about things like that. So you also need to talk about things like that. What are your non-negotiables? What are your boundaries as a couple? Ayan. What else, my love? Ito, for me, this is really very, very important.
What is it?
Do you view marriage as a covenant or a contract?
Ano ba ang ibig sabihin? What's the difference of contract and a covenant?
Why don't you share?
So, contract. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng contract? Kumbaga parang, yung contract kasi, it's an agreement
Yes.
of two parties.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Na parang, if you do this, or if you don't do this, hindi
Breach
pwede.
of contract.
Breach
Parang
of
ganyan.
contract yun.
Oo.
I don't know if you're following.
Mm-mm.
Pero there's an agreement kapag hindi mo nagawa ito, or kapag may nagawa kang ganito, quits na tayo. Call it off na tayo.
And the sad thing about a contract is that it always favors one person.
Yes.
'Di ba? Ang kontrata, kaya nag-i-exist ang kontrata because there is a lack of trust. Hindi enough yung verbal agreement natin that we will follow through with what we decided to do. So the contract is there to protect us both. Na, ikaw lang ang lalaki sa buhay ko, pipirma ko dito as a proof. That's our contract. Now, if I do something na may ginawa akong mali, forfeited na yung contract natin.
Exactly.
Ibig sabihin, based siya on our circumstances, our actions, and if I will please you or if you will please me.
There you go.
Conditional.
Conditional. Ano naman ngayon ang covenant? Ikaw ang mag-share.
Covenant is a promise that we make together with God.
There you go.
It is unbreakable.
There you go.
At walang ibang pwedeng makapag-forfeit ng covenant na yon. Because a covenant is something that we give each other and God as a witness to that.
There you go.
So, it's unconditional. Regardless of whatever you do, whatever I do, we will choose to stick it out no matter what. That's the difference.
Ganda, ganda. So, I hope na enlighten natin sila between covenant and a contract.
Yes. So, that's one. Another thing is my relationship with God solid and growing? One of the beautiful things about marriage, love, is this is actually a place where sanctification happens. Marriage will change you. It will reveal a lot of things that is not good about you that probably you yourself don't know about yourself.
When you say sanctification, it's a biblical term.
Yes.
Ano ibig sabihin nun?
Ang hirap naman. Sanctification, love, is it cleans you of...
To become holy.
Yes. It removes the not good things about yourself and pushes you and helps you, encourages you to become better.
There you go.
Yun ang sanctification.
There you go.
And the process of that is painful.
Definitely.
To be able, yung ma-reveal sa'yo yung mga mali mo. Kasi love, you are my mirror. You see me from a different lens.
Right.
I see myself this way, but you see me differently. Diba? And you see a lot of things that I don't see in me. So for you to be able to share that with me, especially the not good things about myself, will require a lot of correction and changing in my heart and vice versa.
Tama.
Yun. So, are you ready for that? Ready ka bang...
Ready ako. Ako, tinatanong mo ba?
Hindi, sila. Diba? Ready ka bang makita kung ano yung mga mali sa'yo at willing ka bang baguhin yun for you to be a better person because being married really encourages you to be a better person. Yun yung gift nun for me, love. So, that. And then, the third one, love, is this. Nako, ito, hindi rin natin to alam. Do you understand God's design for marriage? To be honest, at first, we didn't know that. And
That's why we were lost, di ba?
Yes. We got it mixed up pala. We didn't realize. And that's something we want to share with you later on na dapat naiintindihan mo pala, ano bang role mo bilang husband? Ano bang role ko bilang wife? Ano ba dapat ang ginagawa natin for us to be able to work things out? So, yun.
Siguro just to slow it down, my love, no? Parang, marriage is, we have to know who is the designer of marriage.
Yes.
Because there's a designer. Kumbaga, yung paintings nila Michelangelo, you knew that someone painted it. That's why it's like that. It's also an architect. Ang isang bahay, drawing ng architect, ginagawa nila yung structure ng bahay, di ba? So kapag tayo, hindi natin finalo yung design, hindi natin finalo yung structure of marriage, eventually, our marriage will fall apart.
Yeah.
Because we did not follow that is who the designer is.
Yeah.
And the designer of marriage is no other than God. Why am I saying this? Because it started with Adam and Eve. When He created Adam and Eve,
the first family.
The first family is them. So, yun yung design ng Panginoon para sa atin, for our marriage. So, if we don't follow the design of God in the marriage, eventually, your marriage will fall apart.
Yes. Agree, love. That's it.
That's it. That's
how
simple as it gets.
Yes. And, being married is very exciting para sa akin. So for those, especially the young ones who want to do this or who are contemplating on doing this, ang encouragement ko lang, sana wag kayong panghinaan ng loob sa mga nakikita nyong mga sad stories sa paligid nyo. Because there is beauty on the other side. There is a different perspective. And I think those are one of the reasons why we have started this podcast is because our marriage is not perfect, but, with the designer being able to give us wisdom on how to navigate this, we find it enjoyable. And it is in our hope na ito rin yung ma-share namin sa inyo as you prepare for it, as you decide to go to this new chapter in your life. Ikaw, love, what's your encouragement?
Encouragement ko is you have to give. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about giving your 100% regardless of the situation, regardless of how you feel, you still give your 100% towards your spouse because that's what we are made of. That's how we should be doing in a marriage, to give, because our main giver is none other than God.
Yes.
He gave Himself, His one and only Son, to die on the cross for our sins. And that's how we should mirror ourselves into marriage, to give, and give.
Die to ourselves.
Yeah.
So unless you're ready for that,
then that's the time you can dive into marriage.
Yes, it's an exciting time and we're here to journey with you as well. Di ba, love?
Yeah.
So that's it, guys, for this episode. And we can't wait to see you on the next one here on
Staying Afloat with VJ and Camille.